this is good. She's like, oh, that's Chesky. I'm like, yeah,
That's Chesky, yeah.
all right, I guess let's get to this.
Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Eddie from Ghetto Blaster. I'm here with Factor Chandelier. Just
up?
friends. He's known as Graham.
Yeah.
So he's on tour with Chesky and with Cheeseman right now. It's, I guess, a Fake 4 affair.
Yeah, and Samus is on the road with us too.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's Fake 4, promoting, campaigning the new record, Wisdom Teeth. She's got a bunch of new stuff in the works, and yeah, we're just mashing.
All right, and Chesky doesn't have anything coming out. It's just mainly a promotion for you and.
Well, you know, we have finished a new EP that I believe is dropping in May on Fake 4. So we're trying out some of the new material on this tour, doing, I think we're doing like 3 new songs every night, pretty much. So May, yep, me and Chesky got an EP. It's going to be a busy year for me this year.
Okay. Now, you have a new album coming out. When does that drop? It's Wisdom Teeth.
Wisdom Teeth, February 9th. Pre-orders out right now on my Bandcamp, and 11 brand new tracks. It's like half instrumental, half guest features.
Okay, now, I've been listening to what you sent me, and I was a fan of your last album. I don't know if Chesky told you that I was... Well, there was another album that came out at the same time, around that same time on Fake 4, but your album was actually, favored by me.
Okay, well, thank you.
No doubt. Appeals to a wider range of listeners. Your instrumental tracks, I can picture it with a vocalist singing on it or someone spitting on it.
Yeah.
It's just that accessible. That's kind of what I'm getting to.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to go for that. Try to have the album fit together, but also have like as diverse as possible. Like on the new one, it goes almost folk, or it goes folk for a while, and then there's rap tracks, and I try to make it all work together.
Right now on the new one, Wisdom Teeth, you have. I guess a bunch of the homies on it. A lot of artists that you've worked with in the past. A lot of artists you've produced. You have Kay the Aquanaut. Yeah. Shout out to Kay, who never got back to me. But that's all good.
It's Kay the Aquanaut. Factor Chandelier. Bridge City. I got one question. Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps on my petrol? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps for my petrol? My petrol. Thank you, God, this a double lane highway. I got no time for 10 and 2s. Hooker left on blue, I'm just too laid back. This is the fucking fade. It's time to fade your weak ass, man, your shit is played. I'm blazed like every day is summer break. Every day's a holiday. You should really try to live this way. I dropped 600 over 48. The final ended 52. Hey, so everybody hates today. Let's give 3 cheers to the vodka in the cooler. Drink away the madness till I can't remember who are. So who are you to start some shit without me? I'm throwing fists for my homies. Treat your crew like it's family, man. So who got some snaps on my petrol? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps for my petrol? My petrol. If I'm rolling, then you're rolling with me. Earn your money independently and spend it with your homies, man. So who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Double parallel, park this motherfucker sideways. My lady's got some single friends from my old days. Then flies the Birdman, dropping off some purple weight. This little cityscape lit up like the herb I smoke. Everything I've ever dedicated to is in this song. This the kind of song that makes you wanna make your seat recline. Feel the waves within the beat. Feel the way this wagon rides. Flex your hand into a gun and point that fucker to the sky. Put some shots up for your block, no hollow points into your mind. All this ill shit that I say is evolution paradigm. Turn that dime to peace of mind. Sacrifice a couple bucks to open up your people's eyes. Everybody gets a slice. So who got some snaps on my petrol? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps on my petrol? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps on my petrol? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol. Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps? Who got some snaps on my petrol? My petrol.
Obviously, you have Chesky on it, and you have another project that you do, Paranoid Castles.
Yeah, exactly,
And-
with Kirby D.
Exactly.
Kirby Dominant.
You have Astronautilus on it. You have a plethora of artists on this thing.
Yeah,
and it just sounds so good.
Thank you. I'm thankful. I'm blessed just to have all these dope artists, feature on the project. They really made it shine. Like, shout out to everybody. And I had Danny Levins played horns on pretty much every song, so it has a little bit of a different sound. The Portals, my homie played some guitar and some violin on a few tracks, and yeah, just really tried to make it as full as possible.
And towards the end of the album, you had a female vocalist on it.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about her.
So she's from Saskatoon, and her name's Taylor Jade. She has a solo record. She's in a group called Little Criminals. She just released her first solo album, and it's really dope. I would suggest checking it out.
What label's that on?
I don't know what label it's on. I think it's self-released. She just did the release party in Saskatoon at this like dope church. It was really good. Yeah, I'm psyched. I always am excited to come back to Phoenix. We ever since I started touring with AWOL, we always made a stop in Phoenix. So hope to see all the homies out tonight.
Now you've recorded. I mean, you have a lot of albums under your belt.
Yeah, done a lot of work.
At easily over what, a dozen?
Yeah, like I've probably been a part of like 40 records, production wise. I was running my own label called Side Road Records for a long time, so I was producing all the records I was putting out. So that's how I met AWOL. We did a tour in Canada, the first tour I ever went on. I think it was 2002. And basically we just followed them in a van. There was like 7 of us or something from Saskatoon, and we did the full Canadian tour. It was our first tour, and I just kicked it off with AWOL. I ended up sending him a beat which became a 7-inch for a song called Try, and then basically from there everything's just history. Once the label he was working with at that time called Cornerstone heard it, they suggested we did a whole project together, and then we did Only Death Can Kill You, and continued touring. And
right,
he's really the reason like I met everybody was through AWOL at the start. Like that's how I met Chesky kind of.
Now I keep forgetting that you're Canadian.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting because it's like you're always here, you're always touring, you're always working with artists from the States.
Yeah, a lot of American artists, especially the MCs, I'm lucky to be out here right now. We're sitting here, it's super nice out, sunset right now. Hate to say it, but blizzard back home, it's snowing like crazy. I'm lucky.
I get you, man, because I'm originally from New York, moved out here, and this year has just been horrible, bro.
Snow is treacherous.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But wait, so do you still call Canada home?
Yes. Born and raised in Saskatoon, and I still live there. And me and my lady, we bought a house there, so it's kind of home base.
Okay.
Yeah, and it, you get if you get sick of it, or you've been there too long. I've been doing these tours, so I get to travel a lot. I like Saskatoon. It's a very up and coming city. There's lots going on there. Great art scene, great music scene. More things are coming to the city. Great restaurants. Okay. It's dope.
Now, who's one artist you'd really like to work with?
As far as
production,
like somebody that I want to get on my production.
Yeah.
I don't know. That I'm such a music fan. I don't know if I can just pinpoint somebody right now. I'm lucky, I've been able to really, be able to work with some of my heroes.
Right.
Like, it was a huge thing to work with Micah 9. I'd always grown up. He's one of my favorite rappers, and getting to work with him on records is huge. So I don't know, like, the best artists, like Andre 3000.
Oh, okay.
Are you, realistically, I don't know. I kind of I did as much as I could for this record, so we'll just see what inspiration comes next.
I mean, this record's pretty bananas. Because it's just like, when it drops hard, it drops hard. When it's sweet, it's sweet. There are just a ton of different emotions that go through it.
Yeah, I tried to make it, just like an experience. It's like it's meant to be listened to as a whole record.
And that's how it comes across. That's how it comes across, because it's like a lot of albums that you hear are so scattershot because you have different producers working, different artists, like, or if there's a guest feature. I've just felt a lot of albums like that, and it's really great when you just have one person working on the production aspect.
Yes.
Like
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, like, as an example, Tori Wolf, her album was produced mostly by Premier.
Oh yes.
And it works.
Yeah, he's one of the best to ever do it. Yeah, but, exactly. Primo, you can't.
I mean, do you have any aspirations like that?
I definitely. I'm constantly working on new stuff. Some of it will be, if I make a beat, it's who the beat's gonna fit with. So right now, for my record, I took some people that I've worked with before, and it happened very organically. Like, a lot of the songs we made together in the room, or like not in the room, in the studio. Like, me and Astronautilus, he came for a show, he stayed an extra day, we shot a video, I made the beat on the spot, he dropped the lyrics, he wrote it in the backyard, and it just worked. Me and Chesky did 70 shows together last year, and we kind of talked about this song and stuff, like, stuff that we were working on. Me and Kay the Aquanaut, we did the song at the spot. Taylor Jade came over and recorded at my house. Some of the features are people that I'm in contact with a lot. Like, I talk to Micah still all the time. So, you relay the concept and just, yeah.
And that's not another artist that you've worked a lot with.
Yes.
Is Micah 9, and I mean, his name is kind of legendary.
Yeah, he's a legend for sure. Yeah, we have 1969 I produced, Sovereign Soul, and Famous Future Time Travel. We've done 3 records together, and he's pretty much featured. He featured Smokey on my first album on Fake 4, how me and Chesky started working together. He did that song called Smokey, and then he's on Lost and Graham, and now he's on the new one,
And that's just so much.
Yeah, we've done a lot of gigs. I think he told me last time we talked on the phone, I think me and him have done the most collaborative songs out of, like, him and anyone, he said. So
Really?
that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm honored to be able to work with him a lot.
That's pretty amazing. But anyway, I appreciate your time, taking the time out while you're on tour, man.
Thank you, man.
And this one right here is one of my favorite Factor Chandelier songs. Enjoy. And I also want to give a shout out, Dead Verse Recordings.
Shout out.
Back in New Jersey. You know what's up.
Peace.
Peace out.
Victoria.